Don't you have anything better to do?
Not at the moment. Make no mistake. You cannot evade this. You must answer my questions promptly and in full. Profession?
Witcher. Monster Slayer.
Sole proprietorship. Service sector. Type of services rendered. Rat, pest, monster removal. Moving on. Have you at any time engaged in the wholesale trade of rawhide in the White Orchard area?
This some kind of joke? Course not.
Right. Next. During the current fiscal year, have you engaged in the acquisition of bivalves with the express intention of selling the pearls therein?
Even if I have, what's wrong with that?
Article 86, Section 3 of the Tax Code. Whosoever purchases goods at an unseemly low price to take advantage of the seller's ignorance shall be subject to a fine equaling 200% of the earnings from any such a transaction. Sound familiar? And now, please answer. Have you or have you not dealt in said pearls?
No, never done anything of the sort. Witcher's honor.
Now, for the final question. Have you ever unlawfully acquired another man's movable goods? Chattels?
Meaning?
Meaning, have you ever waltzed into someone's home and taken something without their permission?
Gotta be kidding. The Witcher's Code forbids it.
I'm pleased to hear you abide by your guild's bylaws. Now, if you could wait for one moment. Compare column B to table 7. Apply the rate for confirmed childless bachelors. A tax credit of 7.3% for practitioners of hazardous professions. It adds up to the crown. I say, good sir, you are exceptionally upstanding.
It'd be rude to disagree.
In these times, such civic virtue is a rarity. It must be commended, rewarded. Here,
What's this?
a diploma. I bestow on you the title of taxpayer in good standing. I'd suggest you frame it, hang it in a place of honour. Congratulations.
Why there? What for? Life kick you in the arse? Had enough? Terrible beast prowls the sewers down that away. Best avoid it altogether. Devoured dozens of maidens, folks. And many a bullfighter's gone in and never come out.
Boot prints. Large. A man's most likely. Thought only women came looking for the cursed prince. A woman's prints alongside. Single set. She came alone.
Oh, no, you don't. Hear me? Don't you dare. Please, don't do this to me.
Shawnee?
Gerald?
What are you doing here?
Trying to save his life. Help me!
Shawnee, calm down. He's dead.
I'm sure something can be done.
Let it go.
Damn it! All for nothing.
You did all you could.
Thanks, Gerald. It's, good to see you.
You too. Lost track of you after I left Vizima. Where'd you go? What have you been doing?
Long story short, I've been treating the sick and wounded, as always. Mainly at my clinic in Oxenfurt. But in Redania,
I'll want to hear the long story.
Sure.
Redanian army forced you to come here too?
Got our orders this morning.
Why'd they send you down here? Only if it's not confidential, of course.
I need a venom sample. From the beast that prowls these sewers. It doesn't just kill those who come down here, you know. The water in so many wells is contaminated. Folk are getting ill. Redanian soldiers among them.
Plan to kill the beast. Bring you a sample of its venom after I do.
Nice of you to offer. But I'd rather go—
Creature's dangerous. You saw—
I'm a big girl, Gerald. I can take care of myself.
Fine. Grating's badly bent. Something large struck it, with a lot of momentum.
I shut it as I fled. The monster must have slammed into it.
Glad it held up. Though now we need to find a way around it.
Is it worth searching outside?
Actually, just hoping the monster's blow weakened one of the walls.
Yes?
Careful, monster might still be here. Soldiers from your escort?
Yes. That's them. Vern, Miklas. Poor boys.
Beast doesn't play around, apparently.
They saved my life.
What exactly happened?
We came in here and Miklas started looking for— The men made quick work of them. But Franz was it. Then that— I turned around and saw—
Where was the monk?
Well, Miklas and Vern had driven—
Managed to get a look at—
Everything happened so fast.
Gotta look around. Man, you
Franz?
could it? Beast. It's deep.
Lower level of the sewers has been closed off for years. But Vern?
See if I can't find it.
Gerald! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
I can't get down this way. I'll look for something else.
Be careful. Ugly bastard.
Gerald, are you alright?
I'm fine. You? How'd you get in here?
I told you. Vern had a key to the grate. Look, it's Franz.
What's left of him, you mean?
What kind of beast would do that?
Interesting.
What?
Franz had a leg wound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Managed to apply anything to it?
Yes. Some...
Look, half of Franz's leg is gone. Monster must have Other bodies were untouched, except for the wounds they...
Are you suggesting the beast likes alcohol?
Mm-hmm. Mixed with blood. Doubt we'll learn any...
Right behind you.
Shawnee, watch out! Move! Shawnee, watch out! Move!
What do you want, Gerald?
Woman's corpse, soaked in slime. Beast must have left it for later. Come on! Dead drowners everywhere. Decaying corpses, slime everywhere, and that stench. This has to be the lair. Fresh and moist. Beast was just here.
I'll collect my sample.
All the tunnels and corridors converge here.
What now?
Need to lure the beast.
How? We don't even know what kind of monster it is.
But we do know it likes a blend of blood and liquor. Just so happens I've got some alcohol on me.
Well, I hope you don't plan to cut yourself or...
Relax. Plenty of bodies. I'll use one of them. I'll get to work.
I doubt I'd be much help in the fight, but...
You'd be better off waiting for me up top, or back home.
But...
No buts. Wait in the passage for now if you have to, though I'd rather you didn't. But when the monster shows you...
Fine.
Shawnee, look at me. Promise you'll stay out of it.
I promise.
Good. Now go hide.
Be careful.
Halavath, Galavekar. Gadarash I'll Woot.
Started thinking I'm not conversing common the whole way.
Where am I?
On the Albatross.
Don't- Oh, toad in this. Should consider myself lucky I get...
Depends how you look. I happen to know a bit of a theory. Wagered their honor, and that
And I killed... So... Tried to break out yet?
Used every ounce of charm.
My theory's non-existent.
Well, we'll be at sea at least a month.
Elkal! Orial!
What's that mean?
Told us to shut up.
There's been a misunderstanding. Can I talk to your captain?
Alakal Sorkan! Galavat Kar u Albata Agel!
Quiet, dog. You killed our prince, and you'll pay for that.
Gileam Valar! Kar
Up to me,
Varefaner!
you'd be dead already.
Revhagar ne Aram e
Vengeance is not ours to reap, Anna.
Dorgate
It's
ya
the
Alami!
king's. We swore on our honor.
How do I say? Take me to your captain.
Faith alache ul igulath.
What?
Elkal!
Vioth.
Vioth. Alke ul egulath.
Elkal! Inkal Avre Ikel Ugehereven Ulviter!
What just happened? What did he say?
Said to sit quiet, and that you'll hang in 2 weeks.
Great.
Give it a rest. No point up.
There anyone here who's...
There's this... Oh,
sleeps?
Greetings, Gerald. Remember me?
Not really.
Gaunter Odin, known also as Master Mirror. We met in White Orchard. We meet again. And it seems you need my help again. Heard a noose awaits you. That is, if this slop doesn't kill you first.
Haven't tried it yet.
Doesn't look promising. Not unlike your situation. I could try to extract you from here, you know. Because you do wish to disembark, do you not?
Yeah, sure. But what on earth could you?
Oh, more than you'd ever expect. I shall help you, Gerald. But before I do, I must know who returned the favor.
Right. Can't possibly get something for nothing.
Indeed. When all's said and done, I am a merchant. So, do you want my help?
Yes.
It's a deal. Once it's all over, we shall meet at midnight at the crossroads, neath the willows near the village of Yantra. Ah, and I must give you something to remember me by.
What's that?
A mark to show we're associates.
who you gabbing with?
With no one.
Never liked boats. Not one bit. They heave like devils. Make me stomach churn. It'd be prime to sleep through the whole thing and what?
Didn't bargain for no storm. I fear that means a tidy jump in my fee.
To Ophir get us safely. The king's reward will be generous.
What about the prisoner?
Before the king we must bring him. On doing so, my honor relies.
Can't we just bring your king the bastard's head? Like we're doing with the other?
The other drowned. We could do nothing. We deliver light.
Slow now. Take it easy. Run, Roach. Move it!
We shan't give you up.
You're in your to risk your own lives. Your family's lives.
You're one of us. We take care of our own.
Oh.
Hey there, sir. Oh,
What's the problem?
Oh, nothing.
Shut it, Gotthard.
Fine. I'll...
Beware of them,
bailiff's a harsh man. Best not cause any trouble at the inn.
Sir, leave me be, please.
Gotta find me some work.
All of a sudden, open up!
A Witcher? Did the villagers hire you?
They did, to defend them from monsters, and humans who can be monsters.
And you believe me to be such?
Are you?
Find out for yourself if you dare. Or give me Bertram, and no one else will get hurt.
Don't care much what you say. Take your men and get lost, or there'll be blood.
Oh, there'll be blood either way. You just ensured there'll be more of it.
That's it! He's a walk back, nearly back! Wonderful hiding he gave him.
You failed to mention she was a werewolf.
Well, I mean, we wasn't altogether sure. Thanks for your help. This here's well earned.
You a soothsayer?
It matters little who I am. Your escape, I made it possible. Previously, Yennefer, you found her thanks to me, so you feel you owe me.
Memento you gave me. Pretty effective reminder.
That is its purpose. Incidentally, I find it quite funny how even the most humans, elves, dwarves, all races, you really must explain that to me. As for the here and now, tell me, how'd you manage with your theories?
You appeared out of nowhere, disappeared just as mysteriously.
Oh, please, no. Childish hocus pocus. It's about a man, worse than most. A vulgar, despicable man with a heart of stone. A man who
Really think this'll interest me?
He's wronged you as well. His name is Olgierd von Everec.
What did he do to you?
Before I reveal this, I'd like to make one thing very clear. Olgierd von Everec did willfully and maliciously conspire to cause you to kill a man who might have been cured. Had I not intervened, you would have lost your head for this. Do you know why he did it? Because he's a degenerate monster in human flesh who feeds on the pain and suffering of others.
Well, you clearly don't like him. What did he do to you?
He and I made a pact. A pact under which I called on my many talents and associates to give him what he desired. And now the time's come to pay. Yet, he shirks his obligation.
Need me to collect a debt? I'm not some hired muscle.
Muscle is not what this requires. It needs a soul intelligent and clever. An individual who fears no dare. Someone like you.
Pure flattery, that.
Of course it is. After all, I am a traveling merchant, but make no mistake.
Where's like?
Surfeit. Abundance for the body and soul. You will lack neither food nor drink. As a witcher, you might desire weapons supreme. I can offer you those you've dreamt of. Your body, agile as never before. Your mind, faster than lightning. Romantic prowess to charm all womankind.
Sure sounds generous. And all that for my help with one small matter. Won't want anything else from me?
Just one. Honesty.
What did you do for old Geard? Break...
In some sense, yes. I remember that day quite well. Olgierd appeared at the break of dawn, gaunt as a rail, his shirt moth-eaten, seemed to have naught but the soul. He asked for help, and help I gave. Made him a rich man, successful, esteemed. He is who he is today. And yet afterwards, he turned his back, shunned me, sends me off when I dare ask for payment, even sicked his hounds on me once. He's thus left me no option but to invoke the terms of our pact. And that is...
What about you? Call yourself a man of many talents? Can't you take care of this?
Therein lies the catch. Our pact states that before I can collect my due, I must yet fulfill 3 wishes for Von Everec. But I cannot fulfill them myself directly, making use instead of a... how shall I put it? A proxy.
Mm-hmm. So what you need's a sucker.
What I need is an ally. And something tells me I shall find none better than you.
What do you expect me to do?
To start with, join me in paying Von Everec a visit. Then, well, I believe, however, that all will end well. And once it does, we 3 shall meet and...
Right. Specifics now.
He does. He may ask 3 things of us, yet we won't know what they are until we see him.
Fine. I'll go see Olgierd.
That is all I am.
Now remove the damn mark.
Naturally. Just as soon as you complete your task. Go. You will not regret it.
Another debt to collect?
Perhaps.
Watch where you put those mitts.
Well, look who's here. The Witcher with the fists of steel. What's new? Got a growth on your platter there. You catch some kind of a fiery pox?
Could say so. Manor's burning, you noticed?
That? All right. You know how it is. Feast drags on with plenty of dancing, merrymaking, rough play.
Plain to see. Where's old...
Damned if I know. Must be... No! Please! I beg you!
Shut your trap!
Let me go! Leave me be!
What's he guilty of?
What the fuck's it to you? Not your concern, mate.
Tell you what's gonna happen now. I'll ask again, polite-like, and you'll answer just as politely.
And if I don't?
Then I'll get angry, stop talking, and slaughter you all like swine. So what'll it be? Am I gonna hear why you want to take his head, or not?
Aren't you a thorny prick up the arse? Ataman said to kill him!
Got your answer. Happy? Now piss off. We've work to do.
No, you don't. Let him go.
Oh, this is bloody rich. Can't plough and believe me ears. You switch your brains with your cock or something. Get your mutant witcher ass out of here.
Or
I'll kill you!
go ahead. Try.
Whoa, what the bloody hell's this? Gerald, have you decided to play defender of the downtrodden?
More like gutter of sons of bitches.
Long as I'm here, you'll gut no one.
That a challenge?
Why not? I've not fought a witcher before. Stand aside. Would you wait, sir? For the...
Makes no difference.
Justly said. Stunt and fight.
Time to find Geralt. Made a better man. Beautiful. Do it again. Well struck, Witcher. You win. But perhaps you'd care to tell me why you meddled in a matter not yours.
Wanted to prevent further bloodshed.
Well. The Witcher with the heart of gold. Unsavoury as it seems, there is a silver lining. At least you now know I don't easily lose my head. Release him.
Getting off cheap, mate.
Really necessary, that whole show?
Ugh. Show? Come now. A man must display some madness from time to time. Dare say you know what I mean. Judging by the mark on your face.
You're immortal?
Depends on your understanding of the term. Indeed, I cannot be killed. But it's not at all what folk imagine. Not dying does not mean eternally living your life to the full.
So it's a curse?
A curse? No, wouldn't call it that. I'll put it this way. You must be careful what you wish for, lest your wish be granted. For there are consequences.
Not sure I follow.
You know very little can hurt you. So you take wild risks. Chase extreme sensations. The trick's to plough through that moment.
Know what this is?
I cannot be certain, but I've my suspicions. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher.
Killed the beast in the sewers.
Congratulations are in order then. Your reward. You're also welcome to take what you wish from the manor house. If anything's left uncharred, that is. Was it a tough fight?
I sliced its gut open, and it turned into a man. You know that would happen?
Of course he did. He'd never have dragged you into this elsewise.
Gaunter or dim? Come to cast aspersions?
No. I've come to collect a debt.
You know you first must...
Grant you 3 requests, by proxy. I present to you my champion, Gerald of Rivia.
That true? You know the Toad was a cursed prince?
He didn't just know. He brought about the curse himself. Did he not mention that bit? Well then, allow me to tell it. Quite the gripping story. Olgierd once loved a beautiful maiden named Iris. Yet, her parents chose to offer her hand to the Crown Prince of Ophir. Olgierd grew to hate the poor sot. At first, he wished to kill him, then decided this would be too simple. So, instead, he condemned the prince to a base life in a toad's bloated corpus. Yet he grew bored of watching him suffer and decided to end it. By your hand.
Remind me, Odin. Who is to fulfill my last 3 requests?
My assistant, Gerald.
Then be gone. I don't wish to look at your face any longer than I must. Come.
Where to?
The stables. My men are preparing to depart.
Guess I gotta pop the question directly. What do I need to do for you?
Let me think. We're currently without a roof over our heads. Perhaps we should start with that. Bring me the house of Maximilian Bossodi.
His house?
So surprised. But why? I must live somewhere, mustn't I? What's the meaning of this? Second leave of your senses? You mean to mount a filthy horse? Out of my sight, wretch! Know what Vladimir would do to you if he saw?
Aye.
Vladimir?
My brother. There were times he himself stank like foot wrappings 3 days old, but his mount always looked fit for a parade. Oh, none rivaled Vladimir at feasting, carousing. Sadly, he's been celebrating less of late. You must find him, and show him the time of his life. My second request.
Fine, seems easy enough.
And complete those 2, then...
Once I'm done...
I cannot know, as my band has planned some diversions. But let us say at the Alchemy Inn.
Fine. The brother shouldn't be too hard, but the house?
Actually, the opposite. I wouldn't worry about the house. The brother will be the tough bit.
You waited for me. Nice of you.
I could hardly abandon my proxy to the whims of fate.
Thought I have to fulfill Olgierd's wishes myself.
So states the contract. Yet, nowhere does it forbid me from providing help. And something tells me you'll need quite...
Olgierd's brother.
I'm afraid he's dead. Has been for years.
Never agreed to necromancy.
Necromancy is hardly your only option for reviving a soul. An old-fashioned ritual.
That's like choosing between pestilence and the plague. Sides.
Blood. True. Of the summoned, not necessarily. Here.
Where'd you get this?
Gerald, aren't you the curious one? Assume it to be Von Everett blood and get on with it. Gerald, I cannot... The Von Evericks are well known in these parts. The charming redhead, for instance. The Met.
Borsodi's house.
The only Borsodi I know of around here runs an...
Heard of it. My swords almost got auctioned off there once. Auction was held in Novigrad.
They must have relocated.
Fine, I'll...
How should I know? Oh, and take plenty of coin.
Okay.
A bit more enthusiasm, Witcher.
Yay. Can't wait. Say I need help. Where'll I find you?
I shall find you. Good luck, Geralt.
Call this living, Witcher? Son of you, mistborn clod. Huh?
Keep that up and I'll crack your skull open.
I've tested the slime samples.
Good.
How? Like...
The Hammy's not got any medal like that.
Gerald? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes.
Tasty number, that medic.
So, think learned women are ugly as a rule?
Well, it's lucky they're brains, plus they're not... All right, lads. Oh, aye.
Hideous thing.
It'd take a blind man to shrug and turn away.
Too true. Meantime, you witches have got especially sharp senses.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you.
Serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. Kedwenis, Edirnia...
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must...
Where do I start? All right. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was...
and I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. Man named Gontaro Dim freed me.
Who's this?
Could be a mage, a demon, or a djinn.
You don't know?
He's very powerful. That's all I need to know. He helped me out of a bind. Now he expects me to... First one's to summon the ghost of his brother.
Amuse a ghost?
Not my chief concern at the moment.
But that's necromancy.
O'Dim told me how to do it. No sorcerers or necromancy involved. Gave me this. Concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a censer too.
No, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the...
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still...
Shani, please. No use complaining. Just help me.
I'm not complaining. I'm concerned. Ugh, fine. So whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everek's brother.
Von Everek? Hmm. In my 3rd year at Oxenfoot, we had to choose an elective. I chose the latter. Here it is. Von I...
Thanks. Hey-ya! Never seen this side of...
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in...
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
Didn't know you were getting married?
Not mine, silly. My friends. This garland's not for me. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the censer?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my... Wasn't sure what you needed it for. So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper.
Thanks.
Shall we?
Let's go.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin... Splurge on such luxuries. What do you want, Gerald? Yes? What do you want, Gerald? Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum. Wraiths. Knew this wouldn't be easy. Last of the surprises? Sure hope so. Should look around. Votive fire, lit in honor of the dead. Old custom. Alexei, age 19, beloved son and brother. Honoratina, loving wife of Kestatis, died in 1257. Eulalia von Everek, died in 1250. Kestatis? Not who I'm looking for. Old tombstone. Inscription's almost worn off completely. Votive fire, lit in honor of the dead. Old custom. Probably shouldn't touch that. Honoratina, loving wife of Kestatis, died in 1257. Vladimir von Everek, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room.
Life and death, fire and blood.
Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed.
Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought.
Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed.
Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Life and death, fire and blood.
Time to light the votive fire.
Fire and blood, life and death.
I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Gerald. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everek.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For Von Everek's...
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough.
I'll tear you to shreds.
My. Ornery whoresons those Von Evericks, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir Von Everec. Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact...
Didn't...
I'm dead. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you...
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of...
I'm a swithing corpse, with no...
Mentioned you liked...
How?
No chance of that happening.
Interesting.
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I will go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Come on, we're wasting time.
I'm not to waste time. Sir...
You this big a pain in the ass when you were alive
Do not anger me, boy. If I've but one night...
So what do you propose?
I've an idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh yes.
Gerald, wake up. Open your eyes. Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Gerald? What's happened to you?
Gerald? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Gerald, care to explain what's going on here?
Sorry about that, Shani. That wasn't me.
So who was it?
Me.
Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Sorry, wasn't talking to you.
Who to then?
Well, to him. To Vladimir.
Gerald, there's no one else.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor...
Need to set a few ground...
And I needn't do a thing save have the time of my...
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you...
Oh, fiery.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir Von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, Willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid!
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Gerald.
Don't change the subject, my sweet. If a grove's not to your liking, we can cut straight to the chase and make for the nearest haystack.
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Gerald entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin. With me, you shall enjoy an evening to top all others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I just... Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feet?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at...
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then... the haylofts we shall devastate together.
We're just friends, always have been.
Never professed your love? No heartfelt admissions, confessions?
Never anything between us.
You mean to say you never gripped those gorgeous... Ooh. Never cherished those beautiful, nay, stunning... So, soft in the head or the loins?
Excuse me?
Ah, a pederast. Fine, if it's not your flavor, you needn't taste. All the better for me. I'll see she's properly satisfied. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you.
Grave robber. Tried to crawl in through the well, broke his neck.
Meaning the scabby runt wished to rob our family crypt. A comely maid. You're quite the fool if you've not ploughed her yet.
Keep your paws off her.
I'm to enjoy myself. Can I help it that I best like tumbles in the hay with fleshy lasses? Bloody fine
Spooking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts. Hey-ya!
I remember that mill. Whenever Olgierd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yaramir caught us. Those were the days.
Giddy up. Neckar's surface here. Dig their way out.
My mum says I'll turn into a strigger if I don't eat my dinner.
No sign of her yet. We need to wait.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Mean to go in wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe.
Don't happen to have a rope.
What do you mean?
Oh no, we're...
Come now.
Ah, this'll do wonderfully. Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made. Now for shoes. May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
You see? Gerald's been a pill, a nag. That all changes today.
Dramatically, I'd say. He's never been very talkative to start with.
He's been a fool, but I shall make up for that now. Will you marry me?
A big step, but I will think about it. For now, we should simply enjoy my friend's wedding. May I please speak to Gerald for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Gerald, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. Feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life, instead of going around solving everyone's problems.
But what does... I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
We'll talk later. Let's go.
Finally,
You get till midnight.
That's not enough.
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage.
So...
This way, my strawberry. Hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb. Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but...
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
Oh, what a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Come. Time to meet and be greeted.
I shan't stray a step from your side.
Witcher is a living
Time to say hello. Be nice now.
This is your special day.
Yes? What do you want, Gerald? Yes? What do you want, Gerald?
Bones are aching again.
Yes? What do you want, Gerald?
Shave
Had you
your
fill
mug.
a fool's parsley, have you?
Ooh. Once more.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings.
May you live in health and happiness, harmony and love forever.
Thank you from the...
Now go. Enjoy the
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Gerald, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Aren't you an extraordinary beauty, my dear?
Why, thank you.
You had your pick of gents, I'm sure.
Where is this going?
I'm attempting to discern why she chose you, Jonas.
Mean you don't approve of my wife's choice?
I've no skin in this game. I ask out of pure curiosity.
Well, rein it in, or I shall have to explain my wife's choice to you hands-on. Out of pure pleasure.
Why so testy, friend? Have I insulted you? Merely told your wife she was a beautiful woman, yet here I'm threatened instead of getting thanks. Have some manners.
Geralt, that's enough. She simply fell in love, that's that. Jonas, I'm...
Aldona seems a curious choice for a bride. Did she come with a hefty dowry?
I assure you, Witcher, my choice had naught to do with coin.
Jonas' family is far better off than mine. They're a textile manufacturer.
It took a lot of convincing to get Mother to agree to our, as some would have it,
Oh, You never told me. Whatever happened to fortune is of no import to me and my family.
It isn't. John has told...
Never does. Not at love's first blossoming. But give it time. 5 years and you'll find few things that don't bother you.
I'm beginning to find what you say bothersome. I don't know where you're from, but in these parts it is rude to insult newlyweds at a wedding.
Insult? I'm merely warning you. Know a thing or two about life, you see.
Gerald and his jests. He has a strange sense of humor.
Very strange,
We've chewed the fat enough. Time's away.
Are you, expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
Josie, what's taking you so long? Bring me my shoe, quick now. It's getting shameful.
Fine lad you got there, haven't you, Yagna? Can't even pull a little slipper out of a pond. And here I swim like a greased minnow. Best in the village. Told you.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot?
Mayhaps his lass wears pot.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. Am I to dance now with one foot bare?
Oh, look, dearie, I did.
We'll poke your pot.
What's all this, then?
They're playing slip-in for a slipper.
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in. Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you. Observe, Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
Damn mucky that pond, sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes ever tossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
See how quick he come up with a shoe.
Nothing like a good swim. Now we must do something else.
Over
Something wild. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing bows?
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so I'm having a...
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a...
He arrived, that's certain. I saw him
My
myself.
granddad's sick. Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly
But I'll not squeeze
seems
grooms out.
cat.
You needn't worry. The witch...
Oh.
I shall...
With...
I wish to find this magician.
Fine. Shani,
Relax.
tally-ho.
So much
No,
crime.
just lives down
The
there.
dog made these tracks true, but a small one. And judging by its house, Demon is a hulk. A bone gnawed so clean, I've only ever seen two like this. One in an anthill, the other when I caught a hen after not eating for a week.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pear. A broken branch. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be scanner up this tree. No discoveries of note as yet, but I shan't give up. This witcher work suits me swimmingly. A spark spitter's cap if ever I've seen one. As jesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from Demon. Two conclusions then. Our magician is fat, and a coward.
Anyone at all?
Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right?
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, make it do some folly. Roll.
No. Roll over. Leave it alone. Demon, doghouse.
Now what have you done?
Have it at the wet.
You sure it won't?
Positive.
Better say.
Gerald, this jester is drunk as a skunk.
I saved your life, man. Do you not...
Of course. Bottoms up.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing a hound. Hound? But it was a monster.
Your cap, sir. You can forget. Look at yourself.
First.
This may be my...
Oh.
I haven't half a year.
Drank it all yourself.
You dare toy with me this way? Very well. Refuse to tell me, and I shall leave you here.
This here's a soul.
Out with it. Is that all? Where's the art in it? Any dribbling in...
I've just about enough of this.
Do what you want.
But the scamp's already been paid.
Not my problem.
Aha. Then know this. I leave now. I've never seen such behavior.
You two-bit!
No sense raging about it. Coming or not. Seems there shall be no tricks. We must inform the bride's mother the magician turned coward.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding.
I found your fire.
What's his bravery to me? I paid him to eat
Sadly, he's not only a coward, but a cheat as well. As soon as I found him, he lifted his skirt and ran.
And I went to such expense.
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts.
Might have eaten some nightshade or what.
The dog's small beer. No fire.
Aye, grief. No.
I can't help but wonder. Must it be a fire eater who performs? What if, instead, there was... Oh, I don't know. A juggler.
Just where would we find a
But say you did. Would that do?
Well...
Then I shall...
You? First I've heard of a juggling witcher.
Today I'm no ordinary witcher. In my youth I had a great many friends among circus folk. I shall gladly save you from your...
If that's the case, I'll announce the performance.
My kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster till we expire.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher, Gerald, and his enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for a loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can strut as proud as any peacock.
Oh, perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but
Call it idle curiosity, but how many have you had?
many. And not a scrub hag among them, I should add. Women with true class, all. Though none to match your charms. Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
I'm not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart, for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask. Shawnee, may I kiss you?
You're incorrigible. Could I talk to Gerald for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's a drip.
Please?
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Gerald, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Well, I probably wouldn't have forced myself on you.
Forced myself? It was an innocent kiss, naught more.
I don't know if I should thank you or if that should make me angry.
But don't get me wrong. I've thought about doing just that a few times, but
But what?
But I'm not going to talk about it with him here. We can discuss it once he's gone.
I'll hold you to that.
Whoa! Hold there, mate! You said you weren't interested back in the crypt. Now suddenly, after I've beat the cream all night, you swoop in to dip your berry! And aim to delight in it without me present?
Shut up.
What's going on now?
Nothing. Never mind. Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply, and certainly not on a whim.
Bah! I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Ah, better. Come, Shawnee. The night beckons us not to jabber it away. The night is young. Come, let's do something wild. If I may, Shawnee, I'd show you how I cut a jig, nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
Why, the way you move. What charm, what grace.
Thanks.
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their loins never cool. May they sire many a bairn and reap corpse toy. What do you want? Sort of meat, crackers. Rabbit took your...
That gingerbread's naught but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal...
So how much of this?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close... Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter O'Dim. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother. That you envied Olgierd from your earliest days and always wished to be just like him.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster, shot truer, lifted greater weights. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Gerald. Even after death, you still play the pale imitation. Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it, I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Shani, I'm sorry,
It's all right. That was... Oh, forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
All lies. Not a word of truth.
Don't let it bother you. What a wonderful wedding.
Yeah.
It's clear the newlyweds' parents...
Sickly you look to me.
Someone get help! There's a fish tech kitchen in far corners. Also behind.
When your last
That's
toucher went.
balderdash. Balderdash. Some people...
Touch me wifey and I'll smack you sideways.
Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken me for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. Fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going.
What's going on there?
Drunken Randy. Nothing good's ever come of that mix. Look.
Look there, Shani. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Then let us scamper.
But how so? Just like that?
Let's sit. Come now.
Just like that?
I'm all ears. What would you have us talk about? I'm sorry, converse about.
Well, when it comes right down to it,
Yes?
you see, the thing is,
Come now, spit it out. Yes, just as I thought. Come, it's time we returned.
Can't polish a turd.
what's just as you thought? I find you intimidating.
Loudly lowing cows only ever give a little milk.
I've only ever dealt with simple maids, whereas you're a surgeon. I believe I was right not to just take you and... well, I was right to take the more romantic approach.
Oh, all right. Now come, we were to enjoy ourselves. Let's do just that. Romantically. You must have a splendid time. That's what matters. Make the most of it.
Drink with us!
I never say no to a lady. To your fair beauty. And to yours, Shani, naturally.
Your elfin happiness! Fortune smile upon you, White Wolf!
My dad doesn't like elves very much. Are you an elf?
Look. Munchkin's playing cards.
Perhaps you care to...
Most certainly.
No need.
It's no insult.
Like I said...
Would you call your
Shut up!
Let us play...
What's your...
Everything. You shall see.
Normally we...
I needn't... Your tits up, mate. Slap those asses' ears on your ass's noggin.
Oh, such a shame. I'd already pictured you in those ears. Quite the interesting picture, too.
I know of other ways to look interesting. I could show you.
I'll think about it.
Time to drink! We are at a...
Aye, let's drink.
To the Witcher!
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed.
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Quite the lark, this Gwent. I wager none here's ever seen a juggling witcher. Gather round, all, to behold a great wonder, a juggling witcher, the one and only. Look carefully, Shani. Ever seen such deft hands? I would love to show you what else they can do.
Let's go kill some monsters!
So, Shani, was it to your liking?
It was positively gripping.
No! Please, no!
What sport is...
Lads are racing to be...
And...
Hey!
Sounds like...
We beat... Get that cripple out!
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movements, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker. Come on, piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you. Stupid swine. They infuriate me anymore, I'll whack them with a sign.
Guards!
You see that, Shawnee? One pig penned. Feel foolish, peasant?
Whoa, Master Witcher. What were the I know. Seen that afore. Witcher told a... Meaning you cheated.
Shawnee, what is it Gerald says in...
Yes, that...
Damn it. Now for what I say. Do I look anything like a swine? Forgive me, Shawnee. I've let you down.
Are you worried about that pig?
We're here as a couple. I wanted to win you that thing.
Oh, really?
Tell me, Shawnee.
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl. That's clear. I woo and woo, yet you do not succumb. So I can't help but wonder, what am I doing wrong?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shawnee. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature. And now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But I don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I know it all for us both. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? But really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? Then how...
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Lesky, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our da on his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
You shan't keep me from anything, filthy hayseed.
Lads, mutants calling us names.
Stand down, swineherds, or Lord Witcher will give you a bloody mighty drubbing. Now where's a plowing fence board when you need it?
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice. Fence boards, the perfect weapon for sweaty-assed swineherds.
Perfect fit for your gob, you ploughing gentle fuck.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a shave? Damned cretin creamed me. Embarrassing to take a licking from a boar. Spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everett. A Witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Gerald, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
My dear girl, what don't I have up my sleeve? I'd gladly demonstrate. Perhaps behind the barn?
I think you've demonstrated enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves, all right? You don't have all that much time left.
Your wish is my command, milady. I'd never deny a maid so fair-featured. Off we go. So good to shake the kinks from one's bones. We must find more fun.
Hide the wenches, witches coming! Run away!
Never seen one like him.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the capping.
Go on, Shani. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Gerald, there's no need.
So be it. If there's no demand, I shan't supply. But it would have been a beautiful speech.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
You're a bridesmaid, Shani. Take your place.
The midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What
A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Gerald think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everick, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Gerald had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everett will bother you no more.
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Gerald. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade, follow his path. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
A mind's like war. Never know when you're done for.
Good mead ought to lift her spirits. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up? Good idea? Maybe not. Rowan. Shani mentioned she used to weave the berries into necklaces. Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up? Fine, I'll pick some. Becoming quite the romantic.
Clutching stems is a lad caught at mischief.
There's somebody coming.
Never think to offer blue. It's
guess their stones are in a vice.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Smile, Shani.
You remembered I liked the Rowan.
Remember a lot of things about you. Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong, it's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off-key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea. Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
True. Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
That was background. What I remember most, the mood, the feelings, the people I met. And those I met for the second time in my life.
You're right. I was up to my elbows in work, but those were good times. They're nice memories.
For me too.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent, but don't tell the old battle-axe. She'd be furious if she learned to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. But you can call me Dar.
Oh, thank you, Dar. I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Oh, I don't know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
What kind of beau's unfit?
So far, every kind.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
Really think so?
Really. Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
I wasn't in the mood. Would have resisted, tried to regain control.
I think you would have seized the opportunity.
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Ooh, gorgeous.
Been thinking about that kiss.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips, with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
Only one way to find out.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Gerald? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Promised you this night. Aim to keep my word. And I aim to be direct. Even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
Rats. Pier's taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it, drink themselves into even more trouble. And I swore a solemn oath. First of all, do no harm. Row me to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there, in the middle of the lake. What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon. Awake already?
For a while now. Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No, not the sort of thing you forget.
Exactly.
Sound like you wish you could.
No, I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Shawnee, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Gerald.